Hey there, UniWarriors! On we Goblin here once again, bringing you the latest in UniWar action. Here we are now. We are going to be wrapping up our semi-final bouts between MichealCho and tsaryv. Winner will be advancing into the grand final of the championship March 2024. tsaryv taking an excellent win in his previous round with some great maneuvering, and MichealCho also completely dominating his opponent Tadpole in the quarterfinals. So now both of these players going head-to-head will be going for that opportunity to advance, and MichealCho will be defending his #1 spot on the championship ladder. He cannot afford to lose this tournament to a player who is ranked as tsaryv is right now. tsaryv placed on the 3rd ladder. So this is an opportunity for tsaryv to break out of that 3rd ranking and finally move up the ladder. If he can take this game, this is his chance to knock down MichealCho, a potential spot, and challenge Mark GX, for that opportunity at a final bout. So if he wants to move past rank 3 in the championship, this is his chance to do so. Playing on again, Well of Spells by Fractal Alf, modified by Pashaka. This map, in the last match that we saw, it was all about mobility with those Marauders moving and darting around in the center. Because we are now moving into a Crawlian versus Titan matchup, expect to see a lot of different styles of maneuverability. I get back to our game. And what I'm particularly looking to see is how do these underlings handle the center and the outside ring. Is tsaryv going to opt more for air, or is he going to try and make a sneak attack with amphibians and salamanders? Meanwhile, MichealCho going to have to really be careful about how he navigates that limited mobility on these mecha units, opting for control, and look for speeders to be the determining factor of whether or not this game is going to be won or lost. This really comes down to who can manage the speeder control, because speeders have such advanced mobility. With these 2 road tiles in the center, it gives them the ability to access in and out very quickly, because they could attack to this square and dart back this far. They could attack to this square and dart back this far. They can reach the center from these build bases in the center. So it's really down to, can tsaryv stop that speeder aggression? With any further ado, let's get this game started. Playing on the left-hand side as the Red Crawlians, it will be tsaryv, and his opponent playing on the right-hand side as the Blue Titans, it will be world champion MichealCho. Let's get this game underway. tsaryv now opting to go for those natural captures, of course, but what is his build going to be? He's going to go for an underling in the center, underling in the north. Let it be at that point. That's what he's spending his money on. He's doing no saves. MichealCho now responding with his capture, is going to open immediately with a speeder in the center and his mechas in the back. So he's opting to get that early board control right around round 1 and 2. Garuda now coming out from tsaryv to push away that speeder and make it think twice about trying to boost off some of those underlings. A second speeder coming out from MichealCho along with another mecha in response. The Swarmer now coming out to control that center even further. MichealCho opting now to push towards that city tile, knock away some of the health off of these underlings. Can he follow up? And that underling will be denied on the city tile. That income not being allowed to tsaryv for that next round. And MichealCho taking 100 over 0, but also the benefit of a reduced income on tsaryv on round 4. tsaryv now going to try and attack back some of these speeders and make him pay for dealing with that city tile. He is going to get a big speeder kill. That's going to push him 250 over 100. Will that speeder kill be enough to maintain the advantage? But now MichealCho opting to go for that Garuda attack. That Garuda is going to be knocked down, putting him at 550 over 250, and that Eclipse is going to be extremely difficult to deal with. And a speeder to follow up with its force, and there's the early GG. It looks like tsaryv going for an early resignation, and this could be for a number of reasons. If we look back to the previous round, it is not a very enviable position for tsaryv. He's already 300 credits under. He's got only underlings and swarmers to respond to this Eclipse. He doesn't have any heavy ground. I imagine he might not be doing as well in his second round match. We'll have to take a look at his mirror since it's a short match. We will take a look at the mirror in a second and see how it's going. But I could understand why he wanted to go early. I think this is a bit of a too early of a resignation. We have to see what happened in the second game to get a better sense of why. It is possible for it to come back, however, it's not looking very good. These mechas here are already positioned to really push along this line. This is a very dangerous ball. He can defend this spot pretty easily by just building more mechas in this position. And these swarmers are going to have to deal with the excellent reach of this Eclipse. This Eclipse can get to this position and just keep control of this entire line right here, forcing all the swarmers back. The underlings are not being able to reach because of the mechas. It does look like MichealCho did a great job of doing an early shutdown, and tsaryv just not wanting to put in the raw processing power to have to try and work himself out of this position when he knows it's already a losing battle. So we'll have to move on into the next round to see what actually happened here. Nope, wrong match. We will look over at versus tsaryv in the second round game. MichealCho now going to be playing as the Blue Crawlians and tsaryv as the Red Titans. Let's get this game underway immediately and see how things changed in the mirror match. Now MichealCho going for his natural captions. Did he make a different type of opening? He went for underling in the north and underling in the center. It was the exact same mirrored opening as tsaryv from the first match. And now tsaryv, what opening was he opting for? Again, speeder in the center, mecha in the north, and mecha in the south. Just about the same, except I believe there's an additional mecha on the board from tsaryv. And now that swarmer going to try and pop out, keep that control of the center from MichealCho. tsaryv opting to take a big shot against that weakened underling on the road tile and pull that marine back. And we do see a assimilator behind that speeder, and that is an interesting decision. It's going to push away those underlings from wanting to get captured. More underlings being developed on the south now as a development. And now here comes tsaryv with his speeders, going to get a big underling kill with that. Is that going to affect the dynamic? It's probably going to push back those swarmers. It's very dangerous. How is MichealCho going to respond to this? He is going to get a very good position attack on that speeder, and in combination with that swarmer, that speeder is going to be eliminated. And now a second swarmer underling rush, and two speeders are brought down. And now this is looking quite dire for tsaryv. Yes, that assimilator can grab that underling, but at the cost of two speeders, not worth it. He is going to grab that underling in the center and bring it into cyber underling. Can he get enough damage against the swarmer to even things up? With that speeder and that mecha combination, it looks like that swarmer will be eliminated, porting in more mechas to the north side to replenish those lost forces and keep that baseline defended. And another swarmer and another mecha coming out. And now MichealCho responding with those swarmers, wanting to try and control that center and not let it spiral out of control with that cyber underling. That assimilator looking very vulnerable right now. MichealCho eliminating the cyber underling, and now there's going to be a direct assault against the assimilator, and the assimilator is going to be eliminated in the center. And MichealCho taking a big 900 over 450 on that turn. More underlings and swarmers being pumped out in response. And there's the GG. And I can understand from this game, when you're looking at both matches, tsaryv is under in round 5 by about 300 to 500 for both the matches. And this is why he decided to go for that early game resignation in both. Even if I were to turn around a game, tsaryv is thinking, no matter what I do, I'm not going to be able to catch up in the required number of rounds, and I'm going to put myself through 20 rounds possibly of just being in a losing position. It's going to be exhausting, and at the end, there's no way I can come back from a double multi-hundred credit disadvantage in both mirror matches, and instead opts to grant the GG to MichealCho. So I understand this does happen in the tournament. Sometimes you get a poor opening choice, or you get a lucky roll number, and in both matches you end up behind. And I can totally see why tsaryv would go early. I would have loved to see the game go to its natural conclusion, but it does look like MichealCho is going to be advancing into the grand finals, and we will now have in our grand match for March 2024, MichealCho versus Mark GX. These two have definitely gone up against each other in the past. I'm super excited to see who will win out. It's going to be quite a map in the next series, so do not miss it. Until then, I will see you guys next time.